position players want that pitcher to have a nice tempo. Keep things moving. Don't take forever in between pitches because it just makes it colder out there. You get stiffer and you're not ready to make a play like you need to be. So that's the emphasis, I think, on cold nights like this.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill in this one, Braxton Garrett.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Starling Marte leading things off. It takes a strike. Fought off foul. The 0-2. And downstairs. Marte started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. 2-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Jeff McNeil.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. That one missed. Next one misses, and it's 3-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting third.
One down. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 1-0. McNeil leads off first with 1 away. So 2 balls and no strikes. That one the other way. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. And down on strikes he goes, and that will end the inning. It's the Mets nothing, Marlins coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, and on the mound in this one, Jose Quintana.
His career ERA has been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
John Birdie at the plate. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
The line to kick the pitch.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Garrett Hampson. Just missed. Step off, throw to first. Birdie back in on a dive. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Step off, throw to first. Birdie gets back easily. Runner at first with no outs here. Drops one down in front of the plate. Alvarez takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting third, the second baseman, Luis. Oh, yeah.
Luis Ariz stands in. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man.
And it's into the gap. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his backpack to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Jake Berger, the next up for the Marlins. Big-time power. First pitch just misses. Runner at second here, one gone. And now it's even up.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Runner leads away at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And now the lefty. One out and a runner at second. Three-two now.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
The pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walked out of that thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
So one out with 2 aboard. Jorge Soler up at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ryan.
So first and second with 2 outs. Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
At the belt and fires. Towards first, Alonso. He steps on the bag, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
You asked for it, about to go Nostrum Ave on them. I'm from that bully where bullies were quick to spaz on them. That's me, homie, fatigues on me, streets in me. The flow is cold, but you know that I got that heat.
Welcome back. Second inning set to go. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a pitch. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple gold gloves and a platinum glove, multiple all-star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile, he's also got some good sense. If I'm a catcher, love it when he comes to the plate because he's got all kinds of different colognes that he wears and sometimes mixes them.
Francisco Alvarez in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. In there, and it's 0-1. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Down in order go the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to...
Bottom of the second. And the batter now, Nick Fortes. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That just misses, and it's 1-0.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Next offering misses, and now 3-0.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Leading off for the Marlins.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swings through that one. 0-1. pitch. And that's in for a strike. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch.
Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
The pitch. Out to center. Nimmo has it sized up. He makes the grab. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Some nuggets on Jazz Chisholm. He's from the Bahamas, and he was born in 1998. Signed with the Diamondbacks in 2015. Before he could make his major league debut, though, Arizona traded Jazz to Miami for Zach Gallen. He made his debut the following season, and then in 2022, he became an all-star. Kicks and fires. Liner snagged at first, and they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So they make short work of him there. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Danny Mendick. The wind of the pitch. That clips a corner.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Rafael Ortega stands in. Ortega goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
De La Cruz makes the grab for the 2nd out.
the right fielder, number 6, Starling.
Here's Starling Marte. Went down on strikes his first time through. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Mets. And it remains 1-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, John Birdie. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And now the count is even. And that's too high. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So up next, Garrett Hampson. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Hampson starting as the designated hitter, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Trying to bunt his way on. McNeil gets it to first, and they get him trying to bunt for a hit. And up next for Miami, Luis Arias. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that one hit to first. And that is out number 2. Now the third baseman, Jake Berger.
Third baseman,
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Birdie on third with 2 out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
That clips the zone. That is strike 2. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Jorge Soler in the on-deck circle. Got him swinging. Marlins lead 1. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on the scene, looking super clean.
And welcome back. Start of the 4th, and now here's Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Garrett back to work. Ball 1 low. Out to short. Tosses across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground to third. To first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0.
Everybody wanna go different ways. Everybody wanna have different tastes.
Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jorge Soler. And he deals. Hit hard on the ground is short. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The left fielder,
Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And fouled off. The 0-1. Fouled off left side. Next pitch misses inside. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And it's even up. And that one missing low. Kicks and deals. The other way, and that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So, man aboard, and here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. He reached out a walk his first time. Just missed. The lefty, the 1-0. On the ground. 2 gone now.
the first baseman, number 9, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Bounce to the right. McNeil slings to first, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they lead it 1-0.
Yeah, I do it all. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. It's the game. Hey, yeah.
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. There's a strike.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And it's 1-1. The wind and the pitch. Misses off the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire did give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
The Big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. And takes low for ball one. The Mets hitless so far in the game. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes to count. There's a strike. Next pitch inside, and now 3-1. And there's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, third base.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Danny Mendick.
Danny Mendick up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. That one drifts inside. And here it comes. And that's through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. De La Cruz under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Mets leave 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Queens, here's a speed threat. Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the pitch. That's a little bit low.
1-0.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, no strike.
Good eye right there.
3-0.
And a 4-pitch walk.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Now it's going to be John Birdie. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And down on strikes. 1 away.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Hampson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Misses off the plate. Now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That's a base hit. Chisholm round second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Luis.
One away, runners at first and third. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. That's inside. Ball 1.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Quintana keeping him close. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Foul ball there. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Way inside. Gets out of the way. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And 2 away now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Berger lays off down low as he digs in for the third time.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Chisholm, the runner at third. Hampson at first. 2 out of the inning. That misses, and that's ball 3. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Fouled off. He was late.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1. Good eye right there.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. And the Marlins leave all 3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the left fielder, Rafael Ortega. Garrett back to work. Strike 1.
Go ball, 1 strike.
Ripped to first, caught.
the right fielder, number 6.
Starling Marte up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Mets yet to pick up a hit here. And now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's in for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The pitch. And now it's filled up.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands. Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying. No home runs so far. So trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
That's in there. And it's 1-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And that's downstairs and outside.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Bounce to the left side. Down the line, and it's foul. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Marte stands at second with 2 gone. Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1. A little bit low.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Left-hand batter waits. Out there to center. Chisholm gets there. He's under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is the inning.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. The wide to kick the pitch. Ball 1 there.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a 1-1. And now 1-2. And now it's even up. This one in the air, center field. Puts the squeeze on it. One down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
With that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's Josh Bell. Bell in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Oh, 2 now. And that's outside. Rip towards third. Sends it to first. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 2. Chisholm.
2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Chisholm goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was born in the Bahamas. And there's a strike. And now the count is even. Now one missed. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And it's 2-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Next pitch misses. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And that one hammered. That's back. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. And it's a leadoff double to start the seventh.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner at second, nobody out. Oh, and that liner got him. Fires to first on the run. Throw not in time, and he's safe. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that's in there for strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners on the corners, no outs. And strike two.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And 1-2. That's inside. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one down. Two on, one out. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
First offering misses the mark. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Alonso on third. Lindor over at first with one away. Two on, one out. And that's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Mendon in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2. Snap throw to first. Lindor back in standing. Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Rafael Ortega to bat next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Chisholm makes the grab, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Carlos Carrasco.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Number 59, Carlos Carrasco.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. John Birdie, 1 for 2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That clips the corner. Ball to strike. The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Garrett Hampson, the next up for the Marlins.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Carrasco keeping an eye on him. And here is Luis Arias. He hauls it in, 2 away. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Next offering is fouled back. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Marlins lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Rafael Ortega. And the pitch. Ball 1 there.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Next pitch misses way outside. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. 3 balls, no strikes. And now the lefty. Yeah, there's the strike.
Just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Braxton Garrett departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Matt Moore taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. Strike one. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there. Ortega at second with nobody out. And a ground ball to first. Oh, and it hits the base. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. First out in the top of the eighth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
McNeil.
Now here is Jeff McNeil.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Ball one, no strikes. And that's a little bit high.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Next offering is downstairs. Brandon Nimmo waiting for a turn at the plate. Runner on at third, one gone. There's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one is in for a strike. Next offering upstairs. In the air, center field. Chisholm under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand one. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And now for the Marlins, Jorge Soler.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And that's a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Right-handed reliever. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. This to third. Beatty to first. One gone at the bottom of the eighth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Warrior.
at the plate, Brian De La Cruz. 1 for 3. Check swing. No appeal. 1-0.
No strike.
On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
1 strike.
And the righty deals. That one fouled off. Two outs. Popped up. McNeil drifts towards it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott. A chance at his first save of the year.
66. Tanner.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
The pitch. Scott, a 6-foot lefty, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a pop-up, foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering is down low. And that one just missed off the outside edge. This ball's chopped on the ground. Birdie. And that takes care of Alonso.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
Pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Alvarez can't hold up, and that's a strike. Lindor over at first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Step off, throw to first. Lindor back easily. The tying run at the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one kicks away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason. But even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
At the belt and fires. And he walked him.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett.
He's 2 outs away. And now, Brett Beatty.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, that can happen when you're trying to dive out over the plate so you can control the outer half. Very difficult to get out of the way of good velocity in.
On the ground, could be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's a double play to end it.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
The more I drift, the closer I get to you.